Hey guys, Fire here, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out the Rabbit Crazy Adventure. This game's currently available in the Xbox Store and is one of the latest platformers to hit at the console. So let's dive in, I'll play a little bit and talk a little bit about this game. So it's a pretty basic and simplistic platformer, which honestly makes it a perfect kid-friendly game. You're just going to be running through the levels and trying to get from one end of the stage to the next, and as you complete out various levels, as you can see, you're going to be able to go through more and more little various challenges. Now, the game does a really good job at, ramping up just this amount of things to do, but a lot of the things that you're going to encounter within the game are going to be pretty almost repetitive and something that you're just going to kind of get used to while you're playing. Now, while you're playing through the game, you're going to have 3 lives, so if at any point you're hit by 3 different enemies, you will end up ending your run and having to start back from the beginning. Now, for most of the levels, this isn't too bad of a thing, but for someone who's maybe younger, getting into this game, it might be a little challenging, so maybe someone playing alongside them, just helping kind of rebuild that confidence to repeat, try again, and push forward is never a bad thing. Now, when you're playing this game, like I said, you're going to get a variety of different enemies that are not enemies, but kind of just creatures in the game that are ultimately not going to be really attacking you, but if you do get hit by them, they each take away one of your heart. Now, if you do hit any like spike traps, get crushed, or fall in one of the little voids like you see me here, you just have to restart your level and go again. With the game featuring 50 levels, there's a lot of gameplay here for you to enjoy, but something that's not overly simplistic. If you're a long-time platformer, this might be a game that just gives you a little bit of joy and bridges some gaps between other platformers. And if you're someone who just likes to play games, it's not too bad of a game. The controls are pretty basic and easy to get used to. There isn't really a lot of customization with your controls, so when you're playing the game, you're going to have to kind of get used to almost, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what to say, like, you can use the Xbox Accessibility app to change controls if you need to, but what's actually presented to you is generally the basic level controls that you're just going to have to experience with the game, but it's mainly just using your analog stick or a D-pad and pressing A, so nothing too difficult there. As far as like the level design and stuff, like I said, the levels do kind of ramp up as you go, and the game does a really good job about introducing you to just the different mechanics as it goes along the way. With the most difficult thing you're having to deal with is just some of these little flying enemies early in the game, and then the game just slowly introduces you to more and more little characters that are kind of wanting to stop you from completing out your levels. What I do enjoy about the game is just this kind of way it gradually accelerates the skill gap for players, so it's not throwing a ton at you at once, and it like generally will recycle the same things for a few levels, and then once it's done doing that, it kind of just moves on to the next portion, which is a good kind of a way to get into this genre, especially if you have a young one you're hoping to enjoy some of the games that you grew up on, which is always a nice kind of thing to experience and deal with. Outside of that, like I said, with difficulty design, even the sound, like the music's kind of nice. The Rabbit Crazy Adventure is a good entry-level platformer game, and a good game that you can maybe enjoy with some younger siblings, or if you're just looking to kind of increase your gamer score, just a game to play in between. It's a perfect kind of gateway platformer. Outside of that, though, I hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And I hope to catch you guys next time. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you later.